Resignation!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Resignation! Now!
What do we want?
Resignation!
Now! What do we want?
Resignation!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Resignation! Now!
What do we want?
Resignation!
Now! What do we want?
Resignation!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Resignation! Now!
What do we want?
Resignation!
Was also asked about Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, who is caught up in a scandal over racist photos in his college yearbook page. Governor Whitner says Northam should resign. And in the span of just 2 days, Democrat Ralph Northam has changed his story after first apologizing for those racist photos. He says he's not one of the men in them. Tonight, his political future is uncertain. Fox's Garrett Teeney has our story tonight from outside the governor's mansion.
This is the old yearbook photo causing so much controversy for Virginia Governor Ralph Northam. One man is in blackface, another is wearing a Ku Klux Klan robe. Northam first issued an apology, but he's now backtracking, saying even though the picture is on his page, it's not him. He adds he never purchased the yearbook or even saw the picture until this weekend, while still taking some of the blame.
It was my responsibility to recognize and prevent it from being published in the first place.
The governor did admit to darkening his face while dressing as Michael Jackson for a dance contest the same year as the yearbook photo. The head of the NAACP says Northam should have come clean about all this long ago.
None of us are perfect. Many of us have had issues in the past. Disclose early, acknowledge it, and seek ways in which you can make amends.
Some constituents agree, noting the photo is several decades old, plenty of time for someone to change their ways.
When are we going to stop judging a person for what he did 20, 30 years ago? It doesn't mean that he's the same person when he took that picture.
Still, many figures within Northam's own party are calling for his resignation, from Virginia senators to the official state Democratic Party.
There is no way you can continue to be the governor. Ralph will do the right thing for the Commonwealth of Virginia. He will put Virginia first.
Some Democrats worry his refusal to step down could impact fundraising in a year when every state legislative seat is on the November ballot. In Richmond, Virginia, I'm Garrett Tenney, Fox News.
Battled governor now saying it wasn't him in a racist photo. ABC's Zachary Quiche was there as Ralph Northam appeared with his wife before camera, taking reporters' questions, refusing to resign.
Virginia Governor Ralph Northam rejecting the growing calls for him to step down.
I took an oath to uphold this office and serve the people of this Commonwealth to the best of my ability. As long as I believe I can effectively fulfill that task, I intend to continue doing the business of Virginia.
Calls for his resignation began after this photo of Northam's medical school yearbook page in 1984 surfaced, showing two people, one in blackface and the other in a KKK robe. After initially apologizing for the photo, he now says it's not him, adding he would remember it because he had worn shoe polish in a dance contest in 1984, dressing up as Michael Jackson.
When I was confronted with the images yesterday, I was appalled that they appeared on my page, but I believe then and now that I am not either of the people in that photo.
Virginia's Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax breaking his silence on the issue, calling the photo a searing reminder of the modern legacy of our nation's original sin. But he stopped short of saying Northam should step down. Still, many are calling for his resignation. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi calling on Northam to do the right thing so that the people of Virginia can heal and move on. A second photo of Northam then emerged from Virginia Military Institute in 1981. A racial slur listed as his nickname. He says two individuals at VMI gave him that name.
I don't know their motives or intent, and it ended up in the yearbook, and I regret that.
The nickname appears in his college yearbook. The governor admits it was something he was called, but claims he doesn't know why, saying you'd have to ask the other students. Zachary Quiche, ABC News,